Hi, welcome back to the Value Creation in Life Sciences series. So in this video, let's focus on the implications of Inflation Reduction Act on companies developing small molecules. So as we know, small molecule drugs may be subject to price negotiations 9 years after FDA has approved it. Now, this 9 years is around 35% shorter than the average 14.4 years that small molecule companies used to enjoy before generics used to set in. Now, the point is, what would be the impact? Now, let's understand from the valuation perspective. Now, if your cash flows are reduced in the future, that means it will be having a direct impact on net present value. Now, if you are an early stage investor, you might argue that, look, it doesn't matter, we'll be able to exit it, so exit it. So, it's a long, time for us to even think about the effect of IRA. But the point is, how are you going to exit? You're going to exit mostly through an acquisition by a big pharmaceutical company. Now, if pharmaceutical company realizes that their cash flows will be reduced, that will have an impact on deal values, right? Now, it's true that there are few deal values that do not really care about net present value, but they are exceptions actually. Let's go to the second point about mostly oncology-based companies. So how it will be impacted, especially the drug commercialization. So as we know that in oncology, generally we start with a small indication, and as the evidence starts coming in, um, and as the physician try to understand the disease, and slowly more indications are added, right? So now it's very difficult to say what will going to happen. What may happen is now the companies will try to understand which indications they should prioritize. So they might be looking for indications with a large um, patient population with a higher price point, so that they can maximize the benefit, because there is a time pressure of 9 years before the price will be negotiated. So the point is, this is indeed a bad news, because especially for the patients as well, because if companies start focusing on, let's say, drugs that cater to very large indication, then those indications that are small and they may not get catered, and there will be less innovations on that particular side, right? Also, the balance, between, let's say, small molecules and the biologics, because in biologics get 13 years. So there might be a shift of balance from small molecule drug to biologics, and investors will try investing those kind of assets. Again, that will also create an imbalance in the ecosystem, because at the end of the day, the kind of dose that patients want to have it, also matters, right? So these are a lot of implications. What is the solution? At this moment, it's very hard to come out with any radical solution that could completely change the viewpoint. Of course, efforts are being made to kind of uh, get some lobbying to see if they can shift the years from 9 to 13 and so on. But let's keep our fingers crossed. Thank you very much for listening, and I'll see you in my next video. Thank you.